He loves the camera. Hi! So my little koala bear refused to be alone, so I am going to have to film this with him along the way. And so I've been really thankful that a lot of you guys, or maybe some of you guys, have been checking out my old video of my apartment tour, which is the same apartment that I am right now. And I filmed that when I was pregnant with Romeo. And so I actually just sat down and talked a lot about my apartment actually. And it was at a time when I just moved out from New York and came to France and living here for the first time. So I did a little comparison of my New York apartments and this one. If you haven't checked it out yet and you wonder what that was about, you can go right here. I'm gonna put a link right here. And so I looked back and I considered that I did a lot of talking, but I didn't really show you guys what was around. And so since then, I've made a lot of changes to my apartment, obviously to my little new family member here, because we have to welcome him at the apartment and do a lot of things with him throughout the whole day. And so I want to share around a little bit more detailed house tour, including the features that we've added on because of the baby. So here we go. Okay, I was setting up the camera and he has just vomited a little bit on himself. And so as this is like my most visited part of the house right now, during the day and night, I want to show you guys what I'm doing here. So basically this is a sofa bed. And so we can open this up, and my mom came to visit me from Korea the first month I had the baby, and she slept here. And then during the night, because my husband has to go to work tomorrow, the day after, and then the baby wouldn't sleep at night, I would come out here and then we would just like spend the night out with the baby until he would go to sleep. And so this sofa has been really helpful for having us to have that separation between our bedroom, which I will show you in a bit, versus the sofa. And he wants to say hi to you guys. Hi. Hey. Yeah. Oh, you're talking. You're talking. Yeah. Seriously, he's talking. Yeah. So I guess there's a lot of mystery going on here. And this little art piece we have on the back, you want to explain, huh? Is actually a canvas, a blank canvas that I filled with, you want to explain? With a little insect mini film that I shot all of my pregnancy. So starting from the very top, it's my 30 weeks pregnant, which is my sort of first period when I first arrived in France. And then all along the way, I took pictures of us when we were doing like baby moon, and then like when we were staying in the bedroom, just, you know, feeling my belly with the belly bump. And then from here, in the middle, yeah, it's you. It's when the baby was born. And so I took my insects everywhere in the hospital, in the delivery room, in my hospital room. And then afterwards, when we came back here with all our relatives, my mom, my mother-in-law, and so we got all these precious moments on the film, and then I stuck it on, and I made it into a little canvas. And surprisingly, this little guy here is staring at this art piece all the time, and I have no idea if he can really see that's himself, or that's our relatives, or that's him inside my belly, but he just loves to look at it, and like he's like playing with it, he's looking at it, he's staring at it, he's talking to it. I don't know what he's like up to, but it's such a big part of his day. And so I actually made this for me to be able to like look back and like remember what went through my pregnancy and also the delivery. But in fact, it's such a big, you know, pleasure for him, and it's a big pleasure for me to watch him like look at it all the time. And look, he's like talking to it, and so I'm just really happy. And you know, if you guys are interested in a different part of my life, of like raising the baby and like what I'm doing, I can make that into a whole another video. But actually I'm watching this Netflix program called Babies a lot, And there's actually a researching scientist who scanned her baby when he's like looking at images, and apparently babies have a very similar scanned brain images when they're looking at pictures of people's faces and pictures of like landscape. And so apparently they're able to identify and really look intensively at what is going on in the world with the vision of their eyes. And so it's possible that he's able to have a better vision of what's on these films and really look at what's going on. And so I'm really surprised. And now that he's speaking a lot to you guys, he's talking a lot too. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, that's my little art piece right here. And it cost me 17 euros to buy the blank canvas. I forgot what size it was. You guys can always, you know, choose whatever size, style you want. I went to an art shop which is just around the corner from my house, and there was like a round piece, there was like a bigger piece, there was like a smaller piece, there was like a thinner piece, but I just wanted this one because I had this in my head and it was much easier for me to like sort of spread out all the films that are rectangular. And then I got these little golden pins to sort of decorate around it, and I actually have to double tape behind the films because otherwise they would fall. And then I got these like velvety mint color ribbon from another shop, and I just decorated on the side of the art piece and then made a little heart at the bottom. And so there it is. And then last but not least, I have this nursing cushion that I bought off of Amazon. And also that is another video that if you guys are interested in how many junk and useful pieces that I bought since the baby's born on Amazon, I can definitely make another video out of that. But this is another cushion that I bought off of Amazon. And I bought this because I saw another mother that was in the same hospital room with me, and she actually brought this to the hospital to be able to nurse her baby right away. And I thought she was so much comfortable with her nursing cushion around her, and so when I came back home, I ordered one of these too. Except for me, it was so uncomfortable because I have to keep leaning forward for the baby to be able to like, I don't know, I forgot the word, to be bite on, that there's a word, to be able to, for him to be able to bite onto my nipples, to be able to like get the milk, there's a word. Anyway, so for me that was such a big, like, hassle for me to be able to like make my posture like adapted to this cushion, so I don't use it anymore as a nursing cushion, but it's a perfect sort of nice swaddle. Not a swaddle, like a little, you know what, I've been using too much French lately, like my English is gone. But like for him to be able to take a nap during the night when he's sleeping here, so a lot of times he's sleeping here. And so he just sleeps here, I put a little blanket, and so this is this side of the sofa, and this is my side of the sofa. My mom bought me this little Ryan cushion, if you guys know Lion Friends. And so this is actually for him. It's apparently like a little pillow on the bottom, but then it's actually really, really comfortable and like really snuggly and really soft. And it's really helpful for me to rest my arm when I'm nursing him. So I use this a lot. And so I usually fall asleep here at night, or during the day I'm nursing him here. I spend so much time here. And so if you guys are a mother or you're pregnant and you're preparing a little corner for your house, you probably want to have a little nursing corner. And you probably look a little differently and when you're decorating your nursing corner, but mine happens to look like this. So there it is. Let's move on to our photo zone. Christmas is here. Look at the Christmas decorations. We have a little bell here. Bell. We have a little trees here. We have a little
Seu sorriso invade o meu pensamento e lava minha mente, restando só sentimento.
So our photo zone is just across from my nursing side of the living room, and it's actually a marble. I'm sure there's a name to this marble because there's so many different types of marble these days, and I'm very interested, but I do not know the name of this color. Anyway, this marble chimney must have been a real chimney like a long time ago. Because this is a building that in France they called Haussmannian building types, where you have a certain type of window, and you have a certain type of ceiling and ceiling decorations, and then usually they have these chimneys. And so on the top of the building, you can see there's an actual chimney going outside of the building, and you can see a little like tubes of little chimneys on top of the chimney. And that is actually the number of chimneys inside the whole building, right? So there's a whole lot of chimneys in that sentence. So this has been used as a real chimney a long time ago, but since in the modern days we have like radiators and we don't use the chimney to be able to warm up the house, obviously this has been blocked and sort of renovated into a newer, like modernized version. So now it has become a very lovely photo zone for us, and since we have this nice mirror that looks like a little big window, I like to take my pictures a lot in front of my chimney. And so, for me, it was really easy. Yeah, you too. It's a no-brainer for me to decide that this will be my little Christmas corner. And we live in a tiny little apartment, and so I don't want to have all that mess with like Christmas trees and whatnot. And our baby's too little to enjoy like decorating Christmas tree. So I just bought all these nice little ornaments, all with the color scheme of dark red from Zara Home. And I just made a little photo zone. And so last weekend we already took some family photos of ourselves, and I have like photoshopped a little bit and then decorated, and so designed a little card, Christmas card, for us to be able to like print it out and send it out to our friends and family around the world, because this is our first year with our little Romeo. And so this is our photo zone. And if you guys are ever in my house, you are welcome to take a little picture in front of our photo zone like I've already done for my friend. And so there you go. Hello, find me. Okay, so since our little guest is a little quiet, I am going to show you my second chimney of the house, which is my glam zone. I had actually made a video out of this before my delivery as well, while I was pregnant, and so you can check that out here. And obviously, since I had my baby, it's become a little more messier, but I try to clean it out. And so on this side, I have ended up putting all these little fabric bowls. I'm lost of words. And so it just helps me to organize because I have so much shit in my room. And so I've dedicated this little last one to my husband, and he puts his junk in there. And then I have 3 other baskets where I put my junk in. And so this is my nursing basket because I have my nursing breast pumping machine. I am lost in words with English. I'm so sorry, guys. So this is my little basket that I carry around the house when I am trying to breast milk. I don't know what to say. Yeah, this is my machine. And then this is my bigger basket where I have more shit in here, like my book my friend gave me to read while I was pregnant about Maya Musk, which is the mother of Elon Musk. And then I have all these other like snacks in here, my Orange-Jet chocolates, and then all these other like paperwork because I have so much paper going on for my hospitalization and stuff like that. And then this is my favorite go-to basket. I can't really show it up like, yay! Because my little lamp is attached to it. But basically this is where I put most of my skincare products and my makeup, because I do like to do my makeup. It gives me like zen. And by the way, that will be another video because now I'm researching on all the makeup products that I can actually use without harming my newborn's skin, because his skin has been very sensitive. It's been already irritated so much with like a little infection, asthma, and so atopy is really bad, and so I've been really conscious of what I put on myself because first of all I'm breastfeeding, and second of all my skin tends to be very close to his, and so it has to be compatible with the new baby born. And so I'm gonna do that in a whole lot new video. But for now I have my makeup here where I am looking at the baby on this side because he's usually playing in his own bed or on our bed. And then I can do my makeup here nicely while looking at him. And so this is still my glam zone, and I got to keep a little peace of mind. Moving on. So, last but definitely not the least, this is our little nursing corner of the house. I'm gonna close the door because the baby might get a little cold. But basically this is our bed that we sleep on. And then I have this little side bed that is able to attach to the side of my bed. And so I sleep on this side of the bed, and usually this becomes my nursing cushion on the bed. And then the baby sleeps here. And so during the night when you're breastfeeding, the baby tends to wake up 1 or 2 times during the nighttime, and I have to wake up at the same time to be able to feed him. And so it's really comfortable when you are able to look at him because there's no side like blocking the vision. And so he's usually sleeping here, either looking at me or crying at me, and then I'll just lift him up. I'll get my nursing cushions, I'll lift myself up on the wall of my side of the bed, and I'll just nurse him, and he will usually turn back to like fall asleep again. And so I put him back, and so this is like a nice little corner. And so sometimes I can't really like get up and put the whole light up in the whole room because then my husband will wake up. And so I have a little lamp on the side where I have a lot of his like stuff that I put on the lamp as well. And then below I have a lot of like stuff like Pampers that I have bought for the baby that I have stocked because I get very anxious if there's not enough stock for baby stuff, and I just put that underneath the bed. And then on this side I have this nice little diaper changing table. It was only around 20 something euros and I got it from IKEA, and this baby is like a must. So I discovered this pad thingy at the hospital, and I thought it was actually given to me as a mother because I will be bleeding a lot after delivery, and so I thought this was actually useful for changing diapers for the baby because he has a lot of like stuff. Alright, my battery had just died, and so I was talking to you guys about this nice, yeah, you agree too, this little pad thingy. I forgot what I like searched, but I got these from Amazon, and they're sort of like a medical needs in a way because they have a lot of these at the hospital. And so I got these like in a box, and I just stacked them under here as well so that I can put these where the baby is going to lie down for changing the diapers, so that I don't have to like put something that I have to wash all the time because it will get really dirty anyway. So I just changed this instead of like there's usually covers for diaper changing tables, and I actually have 2, but I've never used them ever since I found these. And then there's like a nice, really cute hippo here. But have you seen, what's that movie? So basically, we don't use this hippo to masturbate, but basically this is covered in vomit most of the time, and so I've already washed it once in my washing machine. But it's a really nice little hippo. It's super cute and super like soft. I got it as a present from a friend. So I like to put it here because the baby likes to like vomit if his head is too flat. And so all this is like presents, but they might be covered in like vomit or pee or poop. Right. And then at the bottom, I have organized a little station for the baby needs. And so I have diapers and the little pad thing I just explained to you guys in another basket. And then another basket filled with his clothes because it's very likely he will change his pajama like 2 or 3 times a day. And then I have all these other needs. And like I said, it might become a whole lot other video if any of you guys are interested in what I use to care babies, because I'm following a lot of things that the French medical system is advising me to do. And so I have basically these pack of serum, which is like a liquid that you open up once a day to be able to use. And then I put this in a sterilized cotton like this to be able to sort of wash his face, sort of wash up his eyes, and then sometimes around his neck, because he will have like vomit sort of covered here in between his neck, and so I have to clear that out. And then sometimes he'll be like holding on to like dust in his hands, so I have to open up his fist and like wash it up. And so basically I use this serum to be able to like wash him after I give him a bath, so that it's like clean and sterilized. Yay! And then I have his little belly button that fell off. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little black thing that looks like a raisin. There we go. And then that was like a little clip that was holding on to his belly button before it fell off. So I have that here, and then all the other stuff. And then I have basically a little place where I can put all of his old dirty clothes. And then I have a dedicated diaper bin. Right. I mean, I'm so sorry. Like, my English is so bad today, and it's not good anyways. Yeah, you agree too. So that was my updated house tour. And here is our little guest who is super excited to see you guys. And so I will be seeing you guys in my next video. And in my next video, as I am wearing right now, my biggest concern these days also is what I wear, especially on the top part of my body, because I'm breastfeeding and I'm nursing him all the time. And so first of all, he's very close to my skin, and so he's usually like holding onto my clothes, and so it has to be like baby skin friendly. And so these are actually one of those items that I bought, and also something that I can undress so easily that I look a really easy get to. But anyways, whatever. So it's something that I can just like take off really easily to be able to like put him on one side of my breast. And so that will be my next video. And so thank you so much for watching, and I'm so sorry like I'm talking in such a hurry because I feel like something's chasing me, and that's my baby. And so thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. And here's a grand tour of the house without me talking too much in your face. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Meu amor, eu me vejo em você. Seu olhar reflete minha alma calma. Seu sorriso invade o meu pensamento e lava minha mente, restando só sentimento. Você nasceu em mim e também me fez renascer. Em toda a minha vida eu nunca imaginei esse amor. Eu quero te cuidar, eu quero te ninar, te proteger. Eu vou te alimentar e eu vou te beijar e te aquecer, meu amor. Meu amor, eu me vejo em você. Seu olhar reflete minha te ninar, te proteger. Eu vou te alimentar e eu vou te beijar e te aquecer.